Hello there, welcome to the second Wednesday video. I meant to upload this earlier, but I completely forgot it was Wednesday. But we are on my disgusting floor. I'm the third person to use this bedroom, and the floor has never been changed. Great job, Mum and Dad. Such a just look at my book, my wonderful book cabinet. You see, it's 2 floors tall. The first floor has these wonderful Beano stickers on it, and I haven't read the Beano in years, but they remain because girls like the Beano, and girls like Beano friends, as everyone knows. And the second one has loads of really cool dinosaurs. I mean, you know, got a Triceratops there, you got a bird, that one, and the rest of the fan favourite cast. Anyway, we're going to start on the top floor, the Beano floor, some call it. I call it one where the good books are. That's my microphone. So when we open it, we immediately see my very impressive diary of a wicked book collection. I have all 14 books, I think. It might be 16, but you know, there's so many I have so many of them that I just lose track. But I do have all of them, and I have some of the other books behind there. Any keen-eyed will be able to see them, but only myself, really, because I'm the only true Die for Wicked fan. You know, I do have the films as well. I have the 4 film collection, even though there's only 3 films, which is strange. Anyway, from the 2007 Red original to the 2021 newest one, Big Shot, which came out a month or 2 ago. Yeah, I like all of them, but some aren't as good as others. Like, I can't actually remember what happened in The Last Straw, but I just remember thinking it was underrated and didn't get a film adoption, which I think sucks. Hard Luck. I don't know, I can't remember what happened in it, but some greats, like Old School, The Deep End was exceptional, I have to say. Same with Wrecking Ball, and The Meltdown, The Getaway. Double Down, kind of disappointed me a bit. But yeah, I'm not going to go through them. I should make a video on my Wimpy Kid collection, because I am so cool. Anyway, I'm going to move them all out of the way, so I can show you some other books. First off, the first thing you'll see is the Scott Pilgrim collection. I've read 3 of the books back in like January or February, and I haven't read the other 3. Yeah, I had a bit of just a little bit of a Scott Pilgrim craze in January. I watched the film 4 times that month. For the first time, I haven't watched it since. Read the books in the first half of the year, like I said, January, February. Haven't read the other 3. Next up, we have the first book by James Rallison, or otherwise known as The Odd Ones Out. I really like this one. I started reading the second book, but I don't know, didn't finish it. You know, it's just not really up to my taste, really, because I'm so sophisticated in my tastes. Jack the Giant Slayer is my 4th favourite film of all time. This lighting gets awful, I know, but it's kind of part of the experience. You can move out the way, Hard Luck. No one likes you. We have Diary of Greg Heffley's Best Friend. Oh yeah, the other Rowley books. I forgot about those. Yeah, I have the other 2. I started reading the second one. Haven't finished it yet. The Wimpy Do-It-Yourself book. I may have done something in there. I'm not sure. Diary of an... Oh yeah, that's the actual one. Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid. I remember rather enjoying this. When it came out 2 years ago, I want to say. And that... Well, that's the Do-It-Yourself. Oh, that's the actual diary. I actually wrote a script for the first Squad 66 episode in there. Squad 66, it's such a hard name to say, I've realised recently. I regret my decision massively, but it's too late. Yeah, I wrote a script several times, crossed it out a lot, made loads of plans, never wrote scripts for the other ones, and even used that script, even though it's very similar. If we move the others out of the way, this has made a massive pile on my floor. We can see my vast collection of Simpsons comics. I started getting them mere months before they restarted it. You know, it was like a issue 300 something, I think, maybe 400. That restarted it back in 2017, which is just mad, 4 years ago. And there's only like 30 of them. Maybe even less, actually. But, you know, there's more years. No, that's wrong, actually, isn't it? I'm dumb. So I think there's like 58 weeks in a year, isn't there? But that's probably wrong. That's actually very wrong, I think. I'm trying. 15 maybe? 58? Someone tell me. I'll Google it after this. Don't tell me. I don't care. I do care. I doubt myself. I don't doubt myself. I'm very confident in my knowledge. I'm rambling. Anyway, that's a little chicken, or chick, or however, or a bird. Maybe bird, something up there. Also, I do have more, but I haven't read. Like with my other, every book in here, I haven't finished all of them. I have, I get them monthly in the post, but I just haven't read the newest ones. These are my, I was going to say fan fictions, but they're not. Well, that's, you know what that is. I was going to say fan fictions, but they're just not. This is Lego Venom. It's all Lego Venom, I just checked. I have other books. I did write other stories, which I'll go into more detail in the video, along with this one. But as you can see, I wrote it like a book because I didn't know how to write screenplays back in January. It took me 2 days to write this film. It's got 200 views, and I think it honestly deserves 2 million, at least. You know, I spent a lot of time writing it. I'll give you a quick little look through. Pause if you care enough. One of you might. Anyway, I should need to move all these out of the way now. But yeah, that's my first floor, or second floor actually, technically, if we want to get technical. Simpsons, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Lego Venom, Scott Pilgrim, James Rassilon. The odd one's out. It's quite wild, isn't it? Anyway, let's go on to the second one now. With the dinosaur one. It's all magically gone. Wow. Yeah, so we're going to open the dinosaur floor now and see what's inside. It's probably a just horrific mess of books I haven't read. Some I might have. Let's open it up. Also, this blanket keeps me warm at night, and this one my sister made, and I wore that. I had that pillow in a camping trip once. That's my finger. Okay, so I already know what's pulling your attention. This bookmark down here, my nan gave it to me, and I use it sometimes, I think. Anyway, these are my stories I thought were in the top shelf. Kingdom Life, The War of Legions. It was about different armies battling, but not really. And I was like, I thought of it around the time The Hobbit was out, and so it was like Battle of the Five Armies, because I liked the Hobbit films back then. Battle of the Five Armies, but no, The War of Legions. There's no war between legions in this story. You will know when I read it. But you see, it goes from the beginning, and that's how big the chapter is. It's a paragraph. That's because I'm such a good writer, you don't even realise it, because you're just so invested in the world. And the other one is The Legends of the Glitch, with a prologue. 4 billion years into the future. I mentioned Donald Trump's wife in that as if she's still alive. Focus. Oh, I mention. So we'll chuck those out the way for now. So we'll go from this, right? The Captain Underpants series. I read the first couple. I think I read it up to like Dr. Poopy Pants comes in. These books are so bad in hindsight. I didn't read all of them, like every other book series I have. But the film I enjoyed. The film got me to want to read the books. Didn't read them all, though, obviously. So we'll go across. Roald Dahl's The Witches. I did read this, but it was years ago, so I can't really remember it. But yeah, prefer the film, I think. Like I said, I can't really remember. The Faraway Tree books, The Enchanted Woods, The Magic Faraway Tree, and The Folk of the Faraway Tree. My mother would read these to me every night when I was a wee little lad. And yeah, I really loved them. I haven't read them for a while, like everything else, apparently. So, we'll have to give these another read eventually. The Five Nights at Freddy's books, The Silver Eyes, and The Twisted Ones. Unlike everything else, which I completely read, I started the first one. I started The Silver Eyes. And you know, I was enjoying all of these. I was enjoying. I fell off. Okay, fell off reading. And so I didn't finish it. I didn't finish Twisted Eyes. I got them at a charity shop, and I'm pretty sure they smell, which is why I'm not sniffing at the moment. Never mind. Oh, look, it smells my microphone. It's sweat. You didn't just know that. Anyway, the 2 Howard Porker books I've read. Surprise, surprise. I started Prisoner of Azkaban, didn't finish it. To be fair, though, around that time, I think it was when I was starting to do stop motions, and if you've ever made a stop motion, you know it's very time consuming. So, yeah. Too long, didn't read. Anyway, there's my riches there underneath the bookmark. I'm very rich. Those are totally not all 50Bs at the highest. Anyway, we'll move these out of the way to reveal my greatest weapon, a pair of scissors, apparently. What's that say? The Find Outers, one of the greatest names in history. No, Enig Blyton? Something along those lines, that's her name. The way they're written, it's written on these, on the books like that is kind of hard to read. But, didn't read it. The Boy Files. I got that when I thought I knew what puberty was. Years ago. I'm 14 at the moment. I think I got it all out of the way early, which I'm very thankful. The Chronicles of Narnia. Me and my mom actually started reading the first one. And my mom is a very big book fan. She didn't like the first one. Felt a bit strange. So, it was like, we're going to move on to The Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, because, you know, the film's a classic that I haven't seen for years. But we never did. You know. The Treehouse Novels, some of the world's favourite books. Oh my god, this has just made me realise. I think this video says a lot about me. I read the first one. I didn't read the others. I was actually around this time going to do like 100 book challenge. I had to read 100 books in a year or something. Don't know if there's a time limit. I had to read 100 books. You know, I read 13 Stories of a Treehouse, but then I just kind of, you know. But I probably could and should do that. I've read a fair amount of books since then, like, you know. So I think I could probably achieve that goal, you know. I have a lot to reread. With Scott Cawthon's great American literature out of the way, to reveal a lot of random stuff. The Dennis and the Chamber of Mischief. I can see the Beano writers getting very close to a lawsuit with that title. You know, it's back to like my Beano craze in the summer of 2017, going all the way up to 2018, or dying out like many other things in 2019. Like a normal world. No comment. I think David Williams would be telling the story. Well, that might have just been a normal one. Anyway. How to Train Your Parents. I can see Pete Johnson getting very close to a lawsuit with that title. I think that's literally just like meant to be like How to Train Your Dragon, but parents. Too long, didn't read. Goosebumps, Night of the Living Dummy. Too long, didn't read. No, I actually did read a bit of that one, but kind of fell off. Kid Normal. Too long, didn't read. Probably accurate there, but not too. I don't know. Middle School, the worst. Yeah, I did actually. I think I read this one near enough to completion because I really liked the film back when I watched it before. But yeah. Make the book sequels into films, please. Although the film's not popular, and it's a Netflix. Well, it's Netflix. Netflix films are popular. They'll probably make a sequel to Red Notice. You know. Anyway, the bookshelf. As you can see, I'm a massive reader. I complete everything I read. But yeah, I'm going to make videos on like my stories, the Lego Venom script. I'll go through my Wimpy Kid collection if you want. Hoping they get released a new one on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever. I have lots of DVDs, mostly DVDs, but I want to get Blu-rays instead because Blu-rays are superior. Anyway, before I ramble too long, my bookshelf. You might have clicked off this video 10 minutes ago. You might still be here. If you're still here, bye.